Kelly again from Kel's Aquariums. I'm going to do a quick tour of this tank because I've got some new stuff. Ooh. I've got a new light controller, so we'll see if this one lasts, the Fluval Wi-Fi thing. Seemed better to actually configure, so I think I'm hoping I just had a broken one. So I've got, as you may have figured out from the title, I've got a Seneye as well, which I only bought because I wanted a par meter, and they've got one built in. So I had a go on one because they're loads cheaper and do a bit more stuff. I don't think I'm that bothered about using it to detect ammonia and stuff, but I'll show you it all running in a sec. Have a bit of a look at these. Can just sat there. I thought I'd just have a quick look through. I'll have a look at my other tank as well. Have a look at them langers. I'd have put them in yesterday, but I want to put more fish in when I do it so that it stays cycled, and it was snowy and horrible, so I didn't. So I'm just having a bit of a look around, just using my phone. Can't bother to get my other camera out. Oh, there's some autos on there. There's another one down there, look. That's the auto branch. 3 of them always live on that. And some shrimp back there. Have a look at them. If you see the light changing at all, it is the cloud cover thing, which I generally like. So what I've done is I've set my Seneye up, and I've done the par readings at different levels, and at the very bottom of the tank, the par, when it's on full crack like it's sort of just gone now, is about 17. Now 15's about where they say your low light plants like anubias and stuff like to be. So I thought I'm around that. 17 will do. I mean, it's 17 directly under the light. Obviously some of them are off to the side, so it'll probably be pretty much on all of them. I've tested it on most of them and it looked fine. So we're on the other side and we'll look at the gubbins. Well, before we do that, we'll look at these. Look at them. Think it's feeding time. Look at them go. My only issue with these, well, with this tank, is the light's at the wrong side. I might just remedy that. What will you say? I ain't remedied anything. I've just put the lid up and put the light on. And look, just the actual light on the ceiling. Look how much colour that's showing of them. When they're actually at the back, they are all colouring up really, really nice. So I was only having a quick look at these. They'll be in the main tank soon, and then we can have a proper look. But yeah, just a little look at them. I'm going to feed them all in a minute. Right, so I just slung a little bit of food in, having a watch of them swirl about, chasing it. I'm looking forward to getting them in the main tank. I'm hoping next weekend, it ain't like this weekend where it's all snow and horrible, and then they can go in, and then I'll go and get the next set of fish that are going in the big tank. But anyway, I said we was off to look at the gubbins. Here we go. Right, so we're back in the saddle, looking at the filter. So as you can see, the moving bed is fully Larry now, proper Larry. And in there, because at the minute I've just got me Seneye in there. Obviously when I was checking par, I had it in the tank because there's a little par meter on the other side. So where that just flashed from, there's just a little par meter on that. So all you do is you put it in the tank and you put it where you want. It tells you the light, tells you what Kelvin it's at. Mine was anywhere between, depending on where you are in the tank, between 7,509 or something like that. So it's pretty good. So yeah, that's all it is. Just that little thing. If you have it in your tank, if you haven't got a sump, not the end of the world. The bit what's facing forward, I mean, you can do it both ways, is black, so it won't be out of this well. You know, if you just had it on that side of the tank, it'd blend in pretty well. But yes, as for this, the full moving bed is now a bit of a beast. Oh, we're not having any fun. So as you can maybe see, if I just lift this lid, well, you've got a full fat Larry moving bed. I'm dripping water everywhere off this. And there's obviously all the other action down there. But yeah, that's going well. So let's have a look at the computer side. First, let me get my lid back on. Got to get your lids back on, not enough condensation. So, got a laptop. Dun, dun, dun. And hopefully you can see that. So it's telling you what my, obviously the Kelvin and stuff and all the light settings aren't going to work because it's not in the light. But it's telling me, you know, the pH of the tank, which is a little bit higher than I thought, if I'm honest. I knew it was high. I thought it was about 7.9, but according to this, you know, it's got water. I don't know if you could see that. If you click it, you can set up warnings. So it'll actually email me if the range goes below 7.8 and 8.5. It also, if you take it out the tank, so if your water level was to drop, you get emails saying it's no longer in the tank. So you can click all of these things. Oh. And again, if it goes to 21, it'll give me any jip. If it goes to 28, it'll give me some jip. And then my ammonia level, you know, if there's ever 0.05, it'll bother me as well. I mean, at the minute it's 0.014, which is virtually non-existent. But you have to put little tabs in, so it ain't just a thing you buy and you sling in. There's little tabs you put in what lasts for 30 days, and it'll monitor your pH and ammonia. However, you don't have to run them if you just wanted to. I mean, if you wanted just a light meter like me, that's the only reason I've bought it. But it comes with a slide, so I'm using it and having a play. So there is also a mobile phone app, so it does exactly the same. Shows you all the same stuff. Shaky cam because I'm on my knees moving about. But if you was, when you are testing light, you can press this and it tells you all your light spectrum and all that, and you can put where you've put it in the tank, or you can just do free, you know, you can do a reading and then say that was at the bottom, you know, stuff like that. It's going to do a reading in 3, 2, 1. So if you had it at the bottom of your tank, it'd then tell you what you had. But I can't be bothered to do that again because, you know, it's got a pair meter as well, which is usable radiation, not just, you know. So that should be, it's a pretty good piece of kit for the price, because pair meters, they're all like 300-400 quid. And the Seneye, this is the reef one, because it's got the pair meter extra bit on it, was 129, which still is dear for what it is. But do you know, when you just wanted to get your tank set up once, say once that slide's run out, I'll probably take it out. But if I ever set other tanks up or I'm doing out, I can check the pair. So yeah, there's everything running. So, oh, just a sec over this side. As you can see, there's a bit of mad wiring going on. There's the new Fluval Wi-Fi controller, and I'll let you know how that goes, because I have had bother with the other one. But yeah, it's all going well. Take my light off in there. So yeah, from this side we've just got a bit of action, normal stuff. We'll have a close up of this shrimp. Look at him, look how busy he is. He's not busy at all, he's slacking off. We've got a load of cherries down here. But yeah, it's all going well. So I say, hopefully next weekend, these fat messes, look at them, they've just had food, will be in the big tank by next weekend. And I'll hopefully, I don't know, it depends what's in me local. I say I only buy fish from Ingsley and Water Garden Centre. So if they've got more of these, and it could be more of these. If they've got Denison barbs or your Redland torpedoes, depending on what you call them, might have some of them in. So thanks for watching. Bye.